we're all human beings, we're all love, we're all energy, and we're all entitled to that. So when you're in meditation, just send those thoughts out to people, you know, who are struggling. Bring other people into your meditations. You know, perhaps you've got someone in your mind at the moment who you think, well, they may not be in a country that's struggling, but maybe they're in their own little world and they're struggling. Bring them into your meditation, send them healing. Okay? I don't actually know where this has all just come from. This is what Spirit had just brought in for me to tell you all. There's a lot going on in this world where we're all very divided by religions, by opinions, by our looks, by our cultures, and it's got to change, because that's all happened. It's all happened because we have to learn to accept each other. We have to learn to accept ourselves and our own differences. You know, as a psychic growing up, we have to understand that we're not the same as other people. Perhaps not everybody sees dead people. Perhaps not everybody can communicate with animals. Perhaps not everybody can be empathic. We have to understand that we are different and accept that as well. And so by accepting our differences, we accept everybody else's. And I feel Spirit's really bringing that through at the moment, because mass destruction's on its way, and it's going to damage the world in ways that it's going to damage the world, and we've got to be ready to put our light out there, and we've got to be ready to rise above what's about to be done. Although I feel most of it's going to be a natural disaster, there's going to be some sort of terrorist attack that's going to happen. As you can tell, I get emotional bringing this up, but as light workers, we shouldn't be putting fear into people, but it's really important that we are aware of what we're doing to this world. We have to be really aware that our actions are creating a war, and that's kind of what's coming. And we have to be aware that we do not, under any circumstances, send out any more hate into this world. Under no circumstances do we send out any more resentment to those people that are doing this or about to do what they're going to do. We send them love, we send them healing, because we are better than stooping down to their levels. This is not about dropping our anger and dropping into that space of resentment and negativity. This is about stepping into our light workers' shoes and who we're put here to be on this earth. We've long forgotten who we are. We've long forgotten what we're here for. We've got generations being born into this world who are going to see mass destruction from the moment they take their first breath. And I think that's appalling. You know, we have to be ready to send love into the world and not anger or hate. And so this is what it is. Okay, this is it now. That's the chair, not me. This is reality, okay? This is what's about to happen, and I feel maybe August, September, October, we're gonna see these changes. You know, we've got people in charge of this world that maybe don't have everybody's best interests at heart, and we're gonna see things that we could only perhaps think of being a nightmare. And I don't want anybody in this group to start sending out hate or resentment to the people that are behind these attacks or behind anything that comes. We have to just send out love. And it's the same with natural disasters. Don't put hate into the world. Don't think, you know, this world is cruel. Mother Nature is sending out a message that the world needs healing. Ice caps are melting. They're not going to be there in 5 years' time. Gone. The North Pole, that's not the North Pole anymore. The North Pole has moved. You know, our polars have changed. The world is changed on its axis. You know, we're not speeding in that direction of growth. If anything, we're probably going back. We're human beings, we're supposed to be evolving all the time. This is a planet of evolution, and we're not, okay? We're going backwards, and that has to stop, okay? We're going forwards now, and we have to do something about it. And when people are complaining that, all right, environmentalists are blocking roads in Bristol like we had last week, it might have been annoying, but it's a message that has to be out there. It has to rectify something, because, you know, babies could be born in 5 years' time and they won't be able to cope with the air that they're going to breathe in. We're going to see a lot of devastation in that respect, you know. They're going to be in incubators for a long time, and we may even have to have breathing apparatus in our own home for the pollution and the destruction that's in this world. So, yeah, we've got to be ready for what's coming, okay? So when it's people are on the news all the time talking about environmental stuff, don't think, oh my God, and turn over. Listen to it, because it's important,